People are gonna get sick of me drinking coffee, but currently it is 7 o'clock in the morning and I pulled an all-nighter. So today I'm going to be filming a freshman advice video because I'm going to be a senior. Yeah. And I figured, with doing almost 4 years of high school, I could give some advice to those who are stepping off the middle school block and stepping on to the high school block of life in their next new chapter and all things great with high school. So yeah, we're doing this. Tip number 1 that I have is to go to your orientation, because if you don't go to your orientation, you're not gonna know where anything is. And also it's good because you meet some of the kids that are going to your school, so try to socialize so you're not alone on the first day of school, right? Good. I mean, I kind of was. Let's not talk about it. Ooh. Tip number 2, do not walk into high school acting like you're the shit, because you're not. You are nothing compared to the seniors or the juniors. So just go in there humble. Don't go in there trying to run this and that, because it's annoying and no one likes it. So don't do it. Tip number 3 is kind of a funny one. If you are trying to screw things up for a good year, freshman year is the year to do it. I've kind of screwed up every single year somehow, some way. But if you're trying to, or you need a year where you just, freshman year is the year to do it, because it's the first year and not a lot of colleges look at it. Junior year is the pinpoint number 1. But I don't promote screwing up, just you do you. Tip number 4, do not try to push yourself to become friends with upperclassmen, because honestly, to be honest, me being an upperclassman, we do not have time for you. I mean this in the most nicest way ever. We just honestly, genuinely do not have time for freshmen. And sometimes we'll be your mentors on certain occasions, but we have college to worry about, a lot more stressful things than you do, because freshman year is honestly the easiest year. So don't try to force becoming friends, If it happens, but don't force it. Tip number 5 is honestly one that I've learned so much about, but friends will come and friends will go. Do not expect that the friends that you have freshman year will be the friends that you have senior year, because looking back on my entire high school experience, I'm only walking into senior year with 2 people that I was friends with freshman year. Throughout the years, you meet new people, you find your circle, and friendships just come and go. I don't want to say don't have high hopes, but don't be afraid if there is change. You feel me? Great. Be open to change. Sometimes things that you feel you want to do right now for your future may not be what you want to do when you're older. Career-wise, things change and your interests change, and your all of that changes. Change is the number 1 thing when walking into high school, because you're literally walking in 13, 14 and then ending 18, 17, 18, Do not worry about being the best of the best. Do not worry about looking a certain way or trying to be a certain way or trying to fit in, you know what I'm saying? Still figuring out who you are, and you're still discovering things about yourself. So don't try being someone else, and also don't stress about being a certain way. My freshman year, I'm definitely changed a lot, not only physically but mentally. Do not worry about looking a certain way. People go through awkward phases and stuff, and likely when you're in high school that's still happening. So accept it, be in love with it, enjoy it, live it up, because then just have the confidence for it. It's high school, come on. relax. Find teachers. Create relationships with certain teachers and get to know certain teachers, because this will help you later on, but also it's just really great to have. I know I have a teacher that I talk to about everything, and he's awesome. Like, he's been with me since freshman year, and like, I honestly like consider him a part of my family, because I go to him when I don't even have school troubles. I have just troubles that I need advice. And try to build those relationships with your teachers, not only so in the future you can get recommendations and stuff like that, but also like, you know, if you ever need anything, you have that person to go to. You know what I mean? Because sometimes counselors and all that stuff, it doesn't really work out that great. If you are old enough, cop a job. Get that job, get a job, because I'm telling you, first of all, you're gonna hate not having money, like especially being in high school and wanting to hang out with your friends after school and all that stuff. But also, like, this is the time to start saving for college. I'm 16 right now and I'm going into my senior year of high school. Crazy, I know, but like, I was just able to get a job. So like, I don't have that much money, so I'm kind of walking into college a little broke right now. Try to get money, save some money, put some stuff away, but also have money for yourself so you can do fun stuff and socialize and all that jazz. The next tip is to experiment. Like, just experiment with your style and your sense of self and your identity and stuff, because high school is the perfect time to do that. So you upcoming freshmen, like, honestly, go in and get some inspo. Like, go for new things, try out new things. I'm not condoning anything bad, you know what I mean? You know what I mean. More so like experimenting with your sense of style and stuff. Like, I know personally me, my freshman year, the only thing I wore was t-shirts and leggings, and now I'm into like mom jeans and crop tops and like stuff. So kind of experiment and get your sense of style and sense of person and stuff. Next tip, do not trust others quickly. And I'm giving you this advice from experience. Do not trust people so quickly. Don't be like, I'm gonna meet a person, I'm become friends, I'm gonna tell them everything about my whole life. This is not just for freshmen, this is for like everyone. Go in as a strong-minded person and don't just throw trust away so easily, because that can definitely F you over plenty of times. Try to get to know someone before you like tell them your deepest, darkest secrets. Next tip, boyfriends and girlfriends or sexual relations with another partner, you do not need them. I am a senior and I have yet to been in a relationship. I literally have never had a boyfriend, like not even in like elementary school, like me being 11 years old and dating someone for like one day. I've literally never been in a relationship ever. I'm totally fine with that. And obviously sometimes like, you know, like I'll be watching stuff and I'm like, damn, like, I want a love like that. And I feel like so many people walk in and feel like they need to have a relationship all of a sudden because they're in high school, but you don't. And honestly, I'm living life stress-free, single as a Pringle. If anyone want to hit up my DMs, you know where it's at. I'm kidding, please don't. I'm really not looking for anything. I'll probably be single for the rest of my life.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
And my dad will probably be very happy. Next tip is also a very important one, and it's always to stay true to yourself. And this also goes along with my next tip, which is to not get sucked into peer pressure. You're definitely going to be surrounded by a lot of different things that you may have not been surrounded by before. Definitely going to experience different things and stuff, but if that's something you don't want to do, don't do it. And that's what I mean by staying true to yourself, staying true to what you believe in and what you feel is right and what you don't feel is not right. And this is me speaking from personal experience. I've been in a handful of situations where I've almost acted upon like being kind of pushed into like peer pressure. And it's not that people like forced me or pushed me to do anything. It was just like maybe I should do it because, you know, they're doing it and they look like they're having fun and I want to have fun too. In my head, like in the back of my head, I'm like, you know what, if I did it, I would regret it. so I'm not gonna do it. And I've literally haven't done like anything. Like, I'm literally the most boring high school person ever. I'm also pretty awesome and fun. You know, I know how to have a good time without the party favors, okay? And that's because I stay true to who I am and what I believe in. Also, always remember that you, like, being yourself and stuff is going to attract the right people. If you're trying to be someone else and doing all these other things that is not really who you are, then you're gonna attract all the wrong friends. If you're just not doing you, you're gonna attract poo-poo friends. That's so stupid. See, I got you covered, you know? These are probably some tips you've never even heard of, you know? See, I got you. This one is kind of interesting, and I've literally never heard anyone say this, but this is just from experience as well from my high school. But sophomores aren't gonna necessarily like the freshmen. And I feel like when freshmen walk in, they're like, okay, like, I'm either gonna make friends with freshmen or like sophomores, because sophomores were just freshmen and stuff. And I'm not trying to generalize it, but in my school, the sophomores already went through the whole freshman thing. So they went through kind of being really immature and like the upperclassmen telling them like, you need to chill out. In sophomore year, they kind of get the memo, but they're kind of still like on that ledge of like immaturity. Like when they see new immature like freshmen, like, kid you not, jumping around, screaming down the halls, which I've seen with my own eyes. It makes me livid. They're necessarily not going to like you. So don't be like butthurt about it. It's just kind of a thing. The next tip I have, which, I mean, I've lost count of, I don't even know. Do not be that person, and I'm telling you, do not be that person that says,
oh my god, I hate drama. Like, what? Like, people are just so immature and stuff.
and then you be the center of drama and like negativity. When I was a freshman, like, when we went into summer, everyone was like, oh my god, like, everyone was just so negative and all that stuff. And I was like, what? You were literally like the center of it, if anything, trying to get in everyone's drama. Like, what are you saying? So don't be that person, please. Some people just enjoy it. And if you do, own up to your shit. Just own up to it. Don't try to fake it like you don't enjoy being the center of attention and like the center of everyone's BS. Okay? Own your shit. So yeah, like, my overall advice is just like, besides all those like tips, if you want to take those into account or not, is like, you're in high school, it's a new chapter of life, and always just try to stay to who you are. And if you don't know who that is yet, this is like the perfect time to figure it out. And I've definitely learned a lot about really just like different things. And it's honestly crazy, and I will make a whole video about things that I've learned. Don't feel like you have to do what everyone else is doing. Like, I honestly find it the most attractive thing when someone is just their own person and they just are doing their own thing. And they're like, oh, you're doing that? I don't care, because I'm not interested in it. And if you are interested in it, those things that other people are doing, then do it. You know, no one's stopping you, and I'm definitely not going to stop you. Don't try to put on a fake persona because you're going into a new chapter of your life and you're trying to make a new reputation and stuff like that. Because at the same time, like, if you're not going to a high school where a bunch of middle school people are going to, it's a new slate. It's a new time to create yourself again, and if there's things that you want to change and fix, this is the time to do it. Take it day by day. Don't be nervous. High school isn't that crazy and it's not that intimidating, but I definitely know when I was a freshman it was kind of intimidating because I just didn't know anything yet. I didn't know where anything was. I didn't know anybody at school. If that is you, just go in with an open mind, and if it's hard for you to be social, the first thing to do, say hi. Simple. I feel like everyone's in the same predicament, so like no one's gonna be like, fuck off, you know, no one's gonna do that unless people are just really shitty. You know, some people may do that. I mean, high schools all over the country, all over the world are very, very different. You know, if someone does do that, then it's not meant to be. And just keep searching, meeting new people, getting new experiences, and having the time of your life. Because honestly, if you think about it, your whole high school experience, you can never redo it. And like, the high school experience that you have one day, you may be telling your kids about or your grandkids about. So make it worth it, but don't go too crazy, if you know what I mean. All right, guys, that's it for this video. I hope you guys have a wonderful morning, evening, or night. I will see you in my next. This was kind of another lengthy video, but like, subscribe, do whatever you want to do. I don't care. I'm living my life, doing what I want to do, so you do the same. And I'll see you in my next video. I feel like I rushed.